Lindsay is starring in the sequel to her 2003 hit. The actress, 39, wore a bird-themed dress with a tiny bag at a New York TV studio. She was also seen in a yellow plaid tweed number and shades at the same venue on Monday. She later changed into a figure-hugging white dress in the Big Apple for a screening of the film, a sequel to her 2003 hit Freakier Friday. Finally she went rocky with a new pair of shades, blue t-shirt and a black leather miniskirt. Lindsay found love with financier Bader Shammas, who she met in Dubai, with the couple marrying in 2022. In July 2023 the couple welcomed son Luai. Speaking to The Sun last year, Lindsay said of her new life, "Sometimes, I call it the Truman Show, because it's the same thing every day. But I love it. I really love structure because I don't think I had that when I was young. Everything was coming so fast and I had so many things happening. My only structure was filming and being on set. It was a promotional whirlwind, a dazzling day that the fashion world quickly dubbed Frockier Friday." Lindsay Lohan, the once teen queen of the early 2000s and now reigning red carpet chameleon, stepped back into the spotlight with unshakable charisma and enviable poise. This time, it was for the hotly anticipated Disney reboot/sequel, Freakier Friday, a bolder, funnier, and yes, freakier take on the beloved bodyswap comedy that defined a generation. In a single jam-packed Friday, Lindsay managed to do more than promote a film. She staged a full-fledged fashion tour de force. From crisp New York mornings to a glam LA nightcap, Lohan stunned in 4 head-turning ensembles, each telling its own story, each evoking a different chapter in her remarkable evolution. Fashionistas, film buffs, and millennials who grew up with her cheered as one thing became unmistakably clear: Lindsay Lohan is back and she's having more fun than ever. The first outfit of the day was unveiled just past 8 a.m., outside the Carlyle Hotel in Manhattan. Paparazzi bulbs flared as Lindsay stepped out in a sharply tailored cobalt blue pantsuit, paired with a cream silk blouse and striking emerald heels. The look was curated by celebrity stylist Maeve Delacroix, who revealed it was inspired by Lindsay's The Parent Trap duality, equal parts Hallie and Annie, all grown up. The structured blazer featured subtle satin lapels and a cinched waist, giving Lindsay's petite frame commanding presence. But it was the accessories that set the tone: a vintage Fendi bag, oversized sunglasses from the row, and a delicate gold locket peeking through her blouse. For hair, she wore her signature auburn waves pinned back on one side, and makeup was clean and glowy, with a hint of lavender eyeshadow, a playful nod to her early 2000s red carpet days. As she exited the hotel and waved to fans, Lindsay exuded calm confidence. She was headed to a live taping of Good Morning America, where she chatted openly about motherhood, returning to Hollywood, and reprising the role that launched 1,000 memes. Freakier Friday is wilder, definitely. But it's also more heartfelt. It's about what happens when your inner child meets your adult responsibilities, and chaos, of course, she said with a smile. The interview set social media on fire. "Lindsay's glow-up is the comeback of the decade," tweeted one fan. And just like that, #Frockier Friday began trending. By noon, the setting had changed to Soho, where Lindsay was spotted exiting an indie bookstore carrying a dog-eared copy of Nora Ephron's I Feel Bad About My Neck. The outfit? A complete 180 from her boardroom brilliance earlier. Here, she leaned into street-style nostalgia, a slinky, ruched mini-dress in burnt orange velvet, layered under a cropped acid-wash denim jacket. On her feet, chunky white Prada sneakers. Around her neck, a thick chain choker engraved with LL. Her hair was thrown into a messy top knot, stray wisps brushing her cheeks, and her face was framed with retro oval sunglasses. Fans swarmed, asking for autographs and selfies. Lindsay obliged, laughing easily, her vibe relaxed and mischievous. "She was like someone out of a 90s rom-com," said one passerby. "You could almost imagine her dancing to Natasha Bedingfield on a rooftop." The look was instantly dissected online. Gen Z TikTokers praised her embrace of Y2K style, while fashion bloggers applauded her seamless blend of vintage and modern. One magazine editor tweeted, "If Clueless and Mean Girls had a style baby, it would be this outfit." Later, a behind-the-scenes Instagram reel surfaced, showing Lindsay joking with stylists in a dressing room, sipping matcha, and lip-syncing to Destiny's Child. "I'm just having fun with it," she said. It's fashion, not homework. As the sun dipped lower, so did the tone of the day, from casual cool to effortless elegance. For a private press luncheon at the Plaza Hotel, Lindsay stunned in a custom floor-length cream gown with an architectural off-shoulder neckline, designed by rising couture darling Emilio Archer. The gown was subtle in palette but rich in texture, with a pleated bodice and delicate pearl detailing that shimmered under chandeliers. Gone were the sneakers and denim, this Lindsay was pure movie star. Her hair had been transformed into soft, side-swept waves, echoing old Hollywood glam à la Veronica Lake. Her lips were painted a velvety cherry red, her lashes long and fluttery. She accessorized with a single diamond tennis bracelet and vintage drop earrings from Van Cleef & Arpels. The luncheon featured an intimate Q&A moderated by film critic Jenna Mayfield, who called Lindsay's return a narrative of reclamation. When asked how it felt to re-enter the industry after time away, Lindsay answered thoughtfully. She spoke candidly about her new life in Dubai, her marriage to financier Bader Shammas, and how motherhood changed her worldview. The crowd was silent, riveted. Then she cracked a joke about her toddler son mistaking her wig for a chew toy, and laughter broke out like bubbles. Critics weren't the only ones charmed. The fashion world took note too. Harper's Bazaar ran a headline, "Lindsay Lohan's Pearl Moment shuts down Fashion Week before it begins." By nightfall, Lindsay had jetted across the country for the Freakier Friday world premiere at the El Capitan Theater in Los Angeles. And if there was ever a look to end the day with a bang, this was it. She stepped out of the limousine in a show-stopping iridescent silver gown, custom-made by Atelier Versace, complete with a dramatic thigh-high slit, plunging neckline, and cape sleeves that billowed like wings. The dress caught every flash of light, turning her into a living disco ball. Her auburn locks were pulled into a sleek high ponytail, and her makeup was bolder, smoky eyes, shimmering highlighter, and a glossed nude lip. But the most striking detail? Matching crystal-studded gloves, a cheeky nod to the film's body-swap mischief, echoing scenes where hands take on lives of their own. She stood on the black carpet, a clever reversal of the usual red, flanked by her co-star Jamie Lee Curtis, who wore a matching version of her iconic 2003 look, a biker jacket and leopard print skirt. The duo posed together, hugged, and even reenacted their famous mirror scene from the original Freaky Friday, sending fans into nostalgic ecstasy. In interviews, Lindsay praised Jamie's mentorship and revealed that the idea for a sequel had been years in the making. The premiere was electric, and so was Lindsay. Her fourth look not only sealed her fashion victory but also served as a triumphant exclamation mark on her return. From structured power suits to throwback minis, from graceful couture to space-age glam, Lindsay Lohan redefined the art of a press-day wardrobe change. Each look was a character, a story, a statement. They weren't just outfits, they were milestones. In the aftermath, FROCKIER Friday became more than a clever hashtag. It became a cultural moment. A reminder of the star who once ruled teen comedies and tabloids alike, now reborn as a woman in command of her narrative and her closet. Fashion critic Alana Brooks put it best in her review. As midnight approached, Lindsay was seen slipping into the after-party in look 5, because of course there was a fifth, a flirty lavender feathered minidress and silver stilettos. But by then, the message had already been delivered. She's back. She's fabulous. And on Fridays, she frocks harder than anyone else.